Guys, it's Sunday. I was talking to Honey last night and I was like, okay, well, we're probably going to have to get off to church a little bit early so I can get in there and everything. And he's like, no, we're not going to church. You're staying home. You're staying home. And I'm like, my philosophy is I'm going to go see Walking Dead in the theaters. So if it's okay to go to the theater, why is it not okay to go to church? And he's like, no, not going. Then he says, so tomorrow me and the boys are going to take your stuff and load it into your storage unit. I'm like, I told you I had to do photographs and inventory. So I've been trying to figure out how that's going to happen, because it has to happen. I have to have photographs. So I think I'm going to have them put me in a chair outside, get an ice chest with a pillow to prop up my leg, and I'll do that while they are loading. So anyway, that's the plan before everybody gets up. That's my plan. We'll see. We'll see. Also, I wanted to say that I discovered that a whole bunch, I mean like a whole bunch of people have commented on my stuff and it goes to spam. And then I don't answer, I don't read it, I don't know. And it's a lot of people. And I'm sorry. I feel very bad. So I'm going to read some of your names. There's no way I can read all the comments, but I'm going to read some of your names because I feel really bad. Space Crawls, Patricia Perkins, Crafty Grandma. Some of them are spam, so I'm trying to weed through. 63 Sonatech US Traveler. Dana Kay, Susan Pruitt, Bonnie Thompson, Rosa Kelly Scrapbooking, Dakota Dawn, Nadia Creations, again Susan Pruitt, Leticia Lightfoot, Susan Pruitt again, Faith Chick 777. Okay, Linda, like a whole bunch of yours are in my spam folder. Deb Hendrick. I would read some of these, but some of them are from the 160s vlogs, and I totally will not know what they're talking about. Yeah, so I'm so sorry. I feel horrible. Deb Hendrick, Faith Chick 77 again, Susan Pruitt again, Christine Bell, Angie Lupus Life, Charlisa's Crafty Corner, 2010 Palin, Love to Craft Cards, Faith Chick 77 again, Gillian Neblet Daniel, My Tooties 1, and she was commenting on a D-stash, Tin Lizzie, Paula Hatton Vines, Tin Lizzie again, Deb Hendrick, Beady Bomb Bomb Elizabeth, Angel Hearts 1251, Lisa DIEHL, Midlife Housewife Life, Mary Tatum. Mary Tatum, there's like 20 of them from you. Dana K again. Kim Silva. Carol Herlock. Addicted to Nail Art and Crafts. Kaz Hanlon. Crafty Come Lately. Michelle Randolph. Crafty Come Lately, there's a bunch more from you. Rebecca Cotton. Crafting with Mayton. Rebecca Cotton again. Diane 2010. Crafty Come Lately. I mean, and it goes on and on and on. Mommy Loves Gigi. Jeannie Gregory. I guess my point, ladies, is I don't know why this is happening. And I feel terrible. Manashka. Shabby Pink House. Pat S. I just don't want you guys to think that I am ignoring you, because I swear I am not. Melissa Cooper. I think that's it. Melissa Cooper. All right. So, kind of, I mean, that really bothered me. So I wanted to come on and let you guys know, because my philosophy is always that I will at least give you a thumbs up to let you know that I read your comment. And if I love it, I'll give you a heart too. Sometimes I give people a heart every week because they say really nice stuff. But, you know, guys, I appreciate you. You take time to comment. I want to take time to read it, let you know I read it. And when I do comments, you know, read your comment. Okay, so Shane's leaving today. It was so nice for him to be here. You know, he had his friend Darren with him the whole time, but Darren's kind of quiet. So I felt like I got a lot of time to visit with Shane, and like I said, I really felt like I got a chance to see a side of him that I haven't seen many times in his life, and that is to see concern. And then for him to tell me, I don't remember if I told you this, but I probably didn't. Okay, so yesterday Amy came to pick me up to take me to work, and I was talking to the boys when she came to the door. So she came in, and I was talking to Shane, and I was like, yeah, what are you guys doing tonight? When are you going to be back? And he told me, and I was like, because I want you to take me to Verizon. And he's like, why? And I was like, because I want to take my S8, and I want to get an S9 because it has so much better camera on it, and then give Alan my S8 because he has a Note 4 and he doesn't really care. But, you know, when he gets that far behind, he's like 5 generations back. He's like, I want a new phone. So he was like, yeah, just give me your phone, honey, the S8, and you get an S9 so you could do better videos. And Shane goes, aw. And I was like, what? He goes, I wanted to get you a camera for Mother's Day. I was like, oh my God. This is the problem. And I told him, I was like, okay. So I have tried to use editing software on my computer. Oh my gosh, I got to tell you something else. So anyway, I said the editing programs on the computer are far too, can't do it. Not in this wheelhouse. I said, but I have learned to use an editing software on my phone because it's much simpler. I don't know why they don't have an easy one on the computer, but I said, and then when I record on my phone, it's already on my phone. I can edit it right on my phone, and then I can upload it directly to YouTube. If I have a camera, then I have to upload it into my computer, and I can't use my phone editor because it's in my computer. So, although I thought that was a really, really nice and thoughtful thing for him to think to get me, but he brought home a microwave, and he came in and he used our microwave, and he was like, I have a microwave in my truck I don't use, and it's like way nice. It's a Samsung. Do you guys want it? So I am going to consider the microwave my Mother's Day present. I mean, some things I'm just not, I don't have to have the biggest and the best and the fanciest. In a microwave, it's just like, as long as it cooks the food, I'm good. But anyway, it's a really nice microwave. So I'm going to consider that my Mother's Day present. Okay, so yesterday I'm sitting there grooming dogs and talking to Amy, and I'm telling her about how Domino meows all the time, and how sometimes it's like irritating and bothersome and annoying, and we love her, but she drives us crazy. So I thought, oh, I should call my dog whisperer. Well, she's an animal whisperer. She really is a horse whisperer, but she said that she communicates with all animals. And it was funny because one time when she came here to talk to the dogs, she goes, I kind of feel like I need to tell you something. I was like, okay. She's like, well, you have little critters in your house. I said, little critters? She goes, yeah. She goes, you know, you guys live right on a creek and stuff, so I don't want you to feel bad or anything, but you have pack rats. And we have like a 4-foot crawl space under the entire length of the house except the sunken living room. And she said, yeah. So anyway, then there was this other story where she came to the shop and customers booked appointments with her to talk to their animals. And one of the ladies came in and she had 2 Basset Hounds. And she said, okay, so one of our Basset Hounds has become aggressive towards the other one. And we don't understand what happened because they were fine for a long, long time. And now, you know, this one's mean to the other one. So she pauses, and that's when she's like, the animal. And she goes, do you guys have a birthday party for this dog? She was like, yes. She's like, you didn't have a birthday party for the other dog, did you? They're like, no. And she goes, take these dogs home and have a party for the other dog and everything will be fine. And it was. I've told this story before, but one time we had 3 dogs in the house, and one of them had came to me, and it had one of those sticky traps in its ear, and it had mouse poison on it. And the mouse poison was gone. We couldn't be sure who ate it. Even though it was in the ear of that one, I still couldn't be sure. It's very expensive to take 3 dogs to the emergency clinic on Sunday night. So I called her, and she told me, don't tell me who the dogs are. Just pick up pick them up one at a time, put your hand on their belly, and I'll tell you to put the next one and the next one. So after I picked up all three, she goes, the first one ate a little bit, the second one ate nothing, and the last one ate most of it. So we rushed the two. This is how much I trusted her. I rushed the two to the vet that she said had some. I told the vet what she said, and of course the vet kind of was like, yeah, whatever. And when he came out, he goes, well, your person was right. And the other one never got sick, so she must have been really, really right. So anyway, I thought, I'm going to call and see if she'll figure out what's going on with Domino. So I told her about all the meowing and how we just don't understand that a lot of times we give her a lot of attention and she still just meows all the time. And she was silent for I don't know, 30 seconds. And she goes, well, you have a lot of little spirits at your house. And I was like, little spirits? And she goes, well, deceased animals that you've buried on your property. I was like, yeah. When I used to breed dogs, and we had puppies that died, were born dead, or passed away shortly after being born, we would bury them on the other side of the fence, like the other side, like the creek side. And when Savannah's cat died about a year ago, we buried her inside the yard, but just on the other side where the storage thing. Anyway, she's buried out back. And I hadn't told her this, but she goes, yeah, she sees the little spirits of all the little deceased animals. She goes, there's a deceased cat there too. And I was like, yeah. She goes, well, she's communicating with them, and she's trying to tell you that they're there because she knows you don't see them. I'm like, wow. And she goes, do you know you have other spirits in your house? I was like, yes. She goes, oh, good. I always hate telling people they have spirits in their house. She goes, well, she sees them too. And I told her about the photograph of Honey and I lost the photograph because I had a computer crash. But it was taken on Christmas Eve, and Honey had an orb on his shoulder, and I had an orb on my shoulder. And the way we were standing, it was like the orbs were like on the outside shoulder of each one of us. And I told her that, and she said, yes. She says, that's what she sees. And she said, it takes a lot of energy for them to manifest into an orb, specifically at the time of the photograph. She goes, that was definitely the spirits. And I know you guys have seen orbs in here, and you've seen orbs in the dining room. So I'm not scared at all. And it's like my mom says, both my father and her second husband passed away in the house. And she said the day my father passed away, in the evening, she went all around the house and she just spoke the words, I will not be afraid in this house. I will not be afraid in this house. And there's been times like now when I go, I sleep in the room where my father passed away. And I kind of talk to him, even though I know he's not there. But anyway, I don't want to cry. So I thought it was really cool because you guys have seen orbs, and the photograph, I mean, the orbs in the photograph, I mean, they had to be this big, not some little tiny little something that, you know, only the sharp-eyed people can see. They were big. Anyway, so she told us some other stuff. I can't remember everything. I'll remember next week and tell you some stuff. But she talked to the dogs too, And I'll tell you about that. But I don't want to make this too long because I have other videos to do today to put together. And I'm excited for, oh my gosh, I'm out of fabric tack. And normally I would have just stopped and got fabric tack, but I can't because I can't drive. So I'm probably going to have Honey take me to Michael's. I have to have fabric tack. I can't have 2 days off. And I got to catch up from being slow and do my DT work. Although, I'll be honest with you, the DT, scrapbooking with me, super nice, told me just, I can make it up later. But no, this is my addiction. So just like people need to go out and smoke every hour, I have to be in here. And I'm taking breaks, and I've got my foot propped up right now. The swelling went way down yesterday, but then this morning it's very swollen again. So who knows? All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Oh, one more thing. Okay, so I've had a bunch of people on Facebook mostly getting after me about walking on it. So what I want to tell you is my orthopedic surgeon said I can walk on it. He said the damage that's done to the bone is that chipped piece, and it's on the top of my foot. He said there's nothing we're going to do about it. It's just going to float around in there, and hopefully it will land itself back on that where it belongs, and it'll reattach. He says, so that's why we give you the boot, because the boot is like totally bracing everything and holding it tight. And because there are no real broken bones, that's why you can bear weight on it. The pain you're feeling is not from the chipped piece of bone, it's from the ligament damage. And he said, so, I mean, I don't want you like going to Disneyland or anything. He said, but, you know, normal walking, trying to keep it to a minimum is what we want you to do. So that's why I thought going to church today would be okay, because he pulls up to the front. I just walk to the pew, then I walk back to the vehicle. But yeah, no. I think he wanted off from church today. That's what I think. But the price he's going to pay is he's going to take me to Michael's because I need fabric tack. And I'm having a hard time because I'm using some other adhesives that are not my favorite. Will they absolutely work? They will. But I like to use these adhesives for other things. And anyway, I need to shut up. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
Stop shooting them all.
Yeah, you guys gotta...
If you're going to, pick them up. Yeah, instead of making me pick them up.
There's one that went over there. Alright, so the antiques and the relics are loaded up. Where's the truck?
Oh shit, it's right there. Oh, you meant...
There it is.
Truck.
Oh my. Look at this stuff on the car.
It's on everything.
That's why you don't eat snow. That's what's in it, right?
Scrumptious. Look, it's even got a rail so you can put a red dot. That's dope. Alright, you know which one we're going to? Yeah, the one over there, by Brakes Plus. It's on Alamo. shooting them all.
Yeah, you guys gotta...
If you're going to, pick them up. Yeah, instead of making me pick them up.
There's one that went over there. Alright, so the antiques and the relics are loaded up. Where's the truck?
Oh shit, it's right there. Oh, you meant...
There it is.
Truck.
Oh my. Look at this stuff on the car.
It's on everything.
That's why you don't eat snow. That's what's in it, right?
Scrumptious. Look, it's even got a rail so you can put a red dot. That's dope. Alright, you know which one we're going to? Yeah, the one over there, by Brakes Plus. It's on Alamo.
Okay, Sunday. The bruising has moved way down to my toes. And then, don't look at the carpet. We need to replace the carpet in here real bad. So the swelling actually has gone down. It's still swollen, but it's not nearly as bad. So that's Sunday.